All right, welcome back to the house on The Game, 103.9 The Game, Jonesboro's newest radio station. We are broadcasting the Kavanaugh Kia big game tonight at Trumann Wildcat Stadium. The Nettleton Raiders taking on the Trumann Wildcats. It's the Kavanaugh Kia big game. Mickey, Ryan, and I will be bringing you all the action from Wildcat Stadium. Right now, we're in the home of the Wildcats. We're in the land of knowledge. We are in Trumann High School, joined by a couple of very special guests, Coach Steve Edwards and also Trevor Dye, son of the one and only Ronnie Dye. Thank y'all guys for being on the show today.
Appreciate it.
You bet. Now, Coach Steve Edwards here. Coach Edwards, tell us, what do you do here at the school?
Well, I'm the head junior high football coach and also assist football senior high. I do also baseball, but also I'm in charge of the EastLab. EastLab's a special class that's pretty new to the school. It's 2 years here. It stands for Environmental and Spatial Technology. What we do in EastLab is allow the kids to take projects and learn stuff they're motivated about and run with it. And we got some outstanding students here. I mean, man, you hear stuff from everywhere about different towns do this and that, but Trumann's a special place. I'm not even from Trumann, and I have the great opportunity to be working here, and I'm telling you, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. The kids I work with every day are special. We have virtual reality tours of the school going up. We have a different duck blind GPS, GIS, and geographic information systems. Have a special young man today, like you said, Dye. I mean, some kids go above and beyond for what's expected, and Trevor's done that with this whole idea. He's really passionate about sports. He loves sports, and he has a real close personal friend that has a father that's pretty ill, and he no longer gets to go to the ball games or whatnot. And Trevor taking advantage of it with the technology that he knows. He wanted to step up and ask me for a project. I'm like, sure, Trevor, whatever you want to do. And he's blowing me out of the water. What he's doing is he's streaming the games online now. And it goes a long way for those that are unfortunate not to go to the game or can't make the games. And it's a special thing.
Very cool. You just hearing from Coach Steve Edwards, the Trumann junior high head football coach, senior high assistant coach, also a baseball coach here, and EastLab instructor. So they've got this big deal in EastLab, which, by the way, is a cool deal. Back in the 80s, they didn't have EastLab whenever I was going. This is an awfully cool thing that schools offer. EastLab. Trevor Dye, you hear this, the coach is challenging you. Come up with a special project. What made you want to do this, to stream the Trumann High School football games on one of the internets? What made you want to do that?
Well, you know, everybody likes to come to football games, and some people are really sick and they just can't come or whatever. And I just thought that's something that everybody needs to see. Just come support everybody any way you can.
Yeah.
Sorry. And EastLab is just a perfect way to do it. That guy just set everything up and get everything over.
Very cool, man. Now, was there one person in particular that he had in mind?
Yeah, he has a classmate here that's a real good friend of Trevor's, Nathan Maxwell. And unfortunately, his daddy's health is going downhill a little bit. He's been diagnosed with cancer. And like I said, Trevor's just a real good friend, you know, strong believer in the Lord and everything. And he's felt touched to help. The Maxwells are a family that you would never hear a bad thing about. This family is an awesome family. When you think of family morals, you think of the Maxwells. They're always there. They do all the little things right. They support the community. They support each other. And Trevor, that's part of the project. He came to me. He's like, you know, he's, you know, real close to Nate, and he's like, man, Coach, I feel bad. What can I do? I'm like, bud, you got this idea of streaming. I said, what better way to get it to his daddy? So Nate's dad gets to watch his son play on, you know, Friday nights under the lights, and every proud daddy loves that, you know.
No doubt about it. No doubt.
There's a lot of missing games.
Yeah. So is Nathan Maxwell, is his name? The students, the players' name.
Yes.
Okay. His dad had cancer, not able. His dad has cancer, not able to go to the game, and so Trevor Dye, through the Trumann EastLab program, hooks it up, streaming video online, and now then this man can watch his son play football. Hey, you hear about kids all the time messing up, doing bad stuff. You don't hear about stuff like this very often, Coach.
I'm telling you, and it is special. And I'm in a spot where I feel fortunate that I get to work with these kids every day. And you know, it's pretty neat because Trevor don't play football. And you know, during football season, who gets the credit? The football players.
Sure.
Football players, cheerleaders, they get all the glory. You know, there's other kids with talents. I'm a football coach. I'm gung-ho, I know. But you know what? Us teachers, that comes first.
Sure.
And you see students out there with a goal, with the heart and desire to do something to help people. And it goes a long way. And this shows off his talent. Now the community sees it and they're like, well, who did this? Well, Trevor Dye. Trevor Dye don't play football. Well, it's not a big deal. I mean, he cares, and that's what it's about. You know, so much negative come out of a lot of places, but positive is a good thing. And anytime a kid has something to shine, you better believe I'm going to do everything I can to help out.
Man, that is good stuff. Trevor, tell me, where can people watch the game tonight? Because every game you're streaming. Such an awesome deal. Where online can people watch the game streaming?
You go to TrumanWildcat.net or TrumanWildcat.com.
TrumanWildcat.com, and you got video right now. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, tonight you'll have video and audio. Just open up a couple of different browsers. Go to 1039thegame.com with one of them, and go to the other one, TrumanWildcat.com. You can watch the game thanks to the good work of Trevor Dye and the Trumann EastLab, and you can listen to the game thanks to 1039 The Game.
There's also a chat feature. You can type whatever kind of you want.
Really?
That's what you want on the video.
That is so cool. So while you're watching the game, you can be talking to your friends about what you're seeing and everything. And you set this thing up?
Yes, me and Coach Evans and Justin Smith.
Man, Trevor's so much smarter than his dad.
I don't know about that. They're a good team, you know, and that's awesome too because he gets to work with his father on his project. His dad's up every game. It's awesome. Ronnie's a great man.
Oh,
He does a lot for us.
Well, I can't say enough about what Ronnie has done to bring the Kavanaugh Key a big game to Trumann. Ronnie called us right off the bat. He said, y'all got to come to Trumann.
It's a big game, all right. And, you know, we're fired up. I mean, all the boys, they're talking about it and they're excited. Every time we play Nelton, it's a close game. Like I said, I'm not originally from Trumann. I'm not even from Arkansas, but I'm part of the program now. And 4 years I've been here, it's all been nail biters. And, you know, you hear what Nelton says, and Trumann really don't talk a lot of trash, but, you know, we're going to be prepared and ready tonight for battle.
Well, it is a big rivalry, and I've been talking to some students here in the hallway. You know, of course, I always ask them the question, who are you rooting for tonight? You know, like I'm an idiot, and I got to know that. And you can just tell, like, Trumann, you know, they're fired up about playing Nettleton. What did us Nettleton Raiders ever do to y'all, Trevor? I mean, why do you want to beat us so bad?
It's just like, ever since I was a little kid, y'all heard Nelton's. We beat them kids. Jonesboro. And baseball, football, basketball,
Oh, there you go, Trevor.
There you go, man. Trevor's a good kid, and I'll tell you this. I've got a lot of friends from Trumann, and they're always telling me about this. You know, Trumann's going to whip Nettleton, but after the game's over with, it's a friend. I mean, it's a fierce rivalry. Don't get me wrong, but it's a rivalry that's got a lot of sportsmanship too. Because, we are neighbors in the grand scheme of things, and it may not be very neighborly down on the football field. Those guys are going to go to war tonight at 7:30.
Yes, sir. They're going after it, and we do encourage all the Nettleton fans to come down. I mean, it's a great atmosphere. People haven't visited Trumann football stadium. I mean, it's one of the fields that you're up on the action.
That's right.
I mean, and there's a fence around. Don't worry about being too close. We're not going to run you over. Come down and join it. It's going to be outstanding tonight.
It really is. Always is when Trumann and Nettleton get together, especially when it's at Trumann. It's like a lot of the town shows up. They pack the stands. They are in the game from the get-go. The band is awesome. Cheerleaders do a great job. High school atmosphere, hard to beat Trumann on a Friday night.
It's very hard to beat. And one more thing about EastLab I almost forgot about. There's a challenge. Walmart, the local Walmart, has teamed up with us, EastLab, and they'll kick your cash. Cool. When you come in the gate tonight, for $1 change, put your name in a raffle, and at halftime, there's going to be a drawing for a $50 gift card for Walmart. You can try to kick a field goal. So it's just one little thing to be out here for.
Outstanding, man. Well, we'll tell people how it goes tonight in the broadcast. We'll be in the halftime game show, the halftime show. And we'll definitely let people know what's going on there. Good times tonight. Kavanaugh Key, a big game. One more question for you, Coach. I know you're the junior high football coach. Are you still called the Wild Kittens?
No, we go by the Wildcats. Junior Wildcats.
There you go. That's 100% better. I felt so sorry because Trumann always, I mean, the T stands for Trumann. but it also stands for tough.
That's
Okay,
right.
Truman's a tough place, and Truman football players have always been tough.
You got that right. Coach White is preached that Truman tough. I'm telling you, Coach White, he don't really get a lot of airtime. I'm telling you, like, he's a great coach, great man.
Yeah.
And he does a lot of good with these boys.
Well, he's at his alma mater coaching, and I know that he is thrilled to be here, and he's preaching that Truman tough. And the old wild kitten mascot for the junior highs, that just doesn't fit in with that philosophy.
No,
does it?
sir. I kick that aside whenever I take over.
So you're the person responsible for that?
Well, the whole program is.
Man, I got to say kudos to you, because I'm an old Nettleton Raider, but I do have an awful lot of friends from Truman, and on account of that, I love Truman, and I'm glad those boys don't have to call themselves the Wild Kittens anymore.
That's right. Well, we appreciate you coming down and teaming up with us. It means a lot.
You bet. Well, man, what a great deal. Truman EastLab, Steve Edwards, Coach Steve Edwards, the main guy, Trevor Dye, you've done a good work here, buddy, broadcasting these games. TrumanWildcat.com. Is it TrumanWildcats.com?
No, it's just.
Okay, TrumanWildcat.com. You can see the game tonight, and you can hear it on 103.9 The Game. Phyllis, thanks a lot for joining me.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Trevor. Hey, let's go to break. We got Justin from Jonesboro on the other side of the break. We're going to talk to him. He's going to take a crack at this car.